it's really fractured. We're kind of getting parts of this image from everywhere. And that's not really what we want. So what we really need is for this image to lay cleanly on top of our bottle so that it actually looks like the texture image that we kind of were expecting. We shouldn't really have any stretching, we shouldn't have any squishing, and we definitely should not have these little cut up bits right here. Like clearly that's not what we're looking for. So let's take a look and see what this texture map actually looks like. So if I go back under UV and click on UV editor, this is what an automatic UV does. It looks at every single angle and projects a UV map as cleanly as it thinks it can. And so what we have here is about, I don't know, 50, 60 different UV shells. And a UV shell is going to be one continuous piece of mesh. It's not really a mesh, but it's going to be a laid out area. So this little area right here for the bottleneck would be one shell, this would be another, this would be a third, this would be a fourth. Okay, so we have a lot of different shells here. And it's not necessarily bad to have shells, but everywhere where we have an edge that's not attached to something else means that we are going to have a seam of some sort. Okay, so wherever, like say, this matches up with its sister edge, which would be, so I'm just going to select that edge. Its sister edge is down here. Now, if they're sharing a part of the map or part of the same texture map, you would probably imagine these two edges would be pretty close together. I mean, they're the same edge technically. It's really just this edge. Like that's the edge I just selected. This highlighted one right here. So they should share basically the same color space for this mesh, right? Like that would make sense. But because of the way that this UV shell or this UV map has been projected, they're in two completely different sections of the UV space. UV space referring to this 0 to 1 quadrant on this graph.
Sorry, how did you get to this window?
So this is the UV editor.
Okay.
This can be found under UV.
Gotcha, thank you.
UV editor. Okay. If it disappears, it's entirely possible you do not have your mesh selected. So just go back, click on the mesh, and it should show up for you. Okay.